Hello and welcome to the ETABS design course. Now, before you go ahead and spend 10,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees in any CAD center or any training institute to learn ETABS and SAFE and AutoCAD, I want you to take 5 minutes off and just watch this video completely and then go ahead and make a decision. All right. So before we start or before we get into it, there are two important announcements that I want to make. The very first one is that the fourth update to the course has been made. So all the students who have bought the course already, you will get a free update, all right, to your Safe Foundation course along with shear walls, along with detailing. All that entire stuff is completely free. And for the students who are yet to buy this course, this video is made for you people, all right. So when we started designing this course, we had a very clear-cut goal in our mind that we want to create a course that such that it can be helpful even for a person who's doing his diploma and even for a person who's there in the field and wants to brush up their basics. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you're a diploma holder, BTech holder, MTech holder, or someone in the field. This course is created for all of you people. All right. So what you're going to basically learn if you decide to buy this course is that there are three most important things that every civil engineer needs to know when they are designing a course. One is first how to learn to import an AutoCAD drawing into ETABS. Okay, you can even model the entire model in the ETABS from scratch, but this is an easier alternative. Okay, it will make your works 10 times faster if you know how to import an entire AutoCAD drawing into ETABS. So we will be teaching you this very important thing. Second important thing is you should know how to interpret the results. All right, and third important thing is you should know how to create economic designs. Okay, if you know how to do the modeling and how to apply loads, anyone can actually create a building. Okay, what sets you apart from other people is that whether you're able to create an economic design or not. So these three factors are very key important factors if you want to design a building, and we have kept these three factors in our mind. All right. So as I was saying, in this particular course, you'll be working with 6 models before, but after the update, you'll be working with about 7 models in total. Okay. So what you're gonna learn in the very first model is the grid part. Okay, how to model the entire building in ETABS. Uh, the reason why we have done this is because we want you to become familiarized with all the tools available in the software. So very first model, you will be doing that. When it comes to second model, this is called as Practice Grid 1 and Practice Grid 2. Okay, that's why you have named it like this because in Practice Grid 1 you learn how to manipulate the grid. In my experience so far, in how many other buildings that I have worked and been involved in the construction process of it, one thing that I have noted is that the model which we all agree on is not the model that is getting constructed. Okay, there's always a change. There's always a change at any some maybe it's a client, maybe it's a consultant. So you should know if any change comes your way, okay, how you're supposed to integrate that change into your model. Maybe you have applied the loads already, maybe you have done the analysis and design also, but now they're like, no, sir, we don't want this column here, we want to remove the column completely. You please make the changes accordingly. So you should know how to manipulate your grid. You should know how to manipulate your beams and columns and everything. So in practice grid 1, the most important thing you learn is how to manipulate your grid and how to you can even manipulate your beams and columns and everything. Okay, then comes the practice grid 2. In practice grid 2 you'll be learning three important concepts. There's moment release concept, column orientation concept, and beam editing. Okay, why are these three very important? Simple reason is because your secondary beams will be involved here. Okay, what is secondary beam, how do you analyze the secondary, how do you model secondary beam, how do you give moment releases, okay, how do you run the analysis on them. So all of this will be covered in the model in the practice grid 2. Okay, so by the time you come to practice grid 2, that's basically you will be exposed to three separate models. Okay, you will know all the tools, you'll know all the tools in and out, you'll be familiarized with them. Okay, how to run the analysis, how to do the design part. Okay, so by the time you come to practice grid 2, you'll have a very good grasp over ETABS. Okay, then we come towards the main content, the main content being residential building, commercial building, and the last one is apartment building. So residential building is what the building that I worked with when we are, it's a building from Pondicherry. It's a complete G+1 structure. And why have I used G+1 structures? Simply because we'll be introducing new codes to you, like IS 875 part 1, part 2. Okay, that is basically for dead load and live load. All right, so we'll be doing all those and we'll be taking up the design of the structure as well. How to get the steel values, how to make sure the building is safe. If it is filling, how to make the building safe. So we'll be working with those concepts. That's why I've gone for a simple building G+1 so that you become a bit more familiar with the design process of it. Okay. Once you are done with this, we come to the commercial building. See, at each and every stage, you're learning something new. First, you learn all the tools in part one. In model one, in practice grid one, basically you learn how to do the manipulation of grid. In practice grid 2 you learn all these three concepts. So in model 4 you learn the design process, how it is done and everything. And here, especially in the residential building, what you learn is in the AutoCAD part, I'll be teaching you how to create a beam column layout. Okay, if a plan is given to you, for example, let me just show you. I think these are all different drawings. Let me just see if I can see. See, you're seeing this grid right here, D1, D2, and everything. How did they come with this grid basically? Okay, beam column layout is something similar to that. I have not opened that file, I believe. Okay, here we have, see, you're seeing this blue line here, this one. Okay, so this is basically your beam and column layout. Okay, how to create this beam column layout. I'll be teaching you central line method. This is not central line method. I'll be teaching you the central line method. So I'll be showing you how to create a beam column layout, how to do the scaling and purging for the beam column layout. I'll tell you what is scaling, what is purging. Scaling basically, if it is an mm, how do you convert it into meters? Okay, all that. Then how to export that beam to beam column layout to your ETABS. I'll be telling you that also. So this is the what you'll learn in your what, in your residential building. So you learn how to get a beam column layout in ETABS, scaling, purging, how to export, import, all that plus design pass. Okay, once this is done, then we come for commercial building. In commercial building, we'll be looking into static earthquake loads. One is basically I'll introduce you to IS 1890 to 116, and for lateral loads, there are some conditions and clauses given in both IS 456 and IS 1893. So we'll be looking into those conditions. Basically, I'll introduce you to earthquake, static earthquake in Model 5, that's commercial building. Then we come to apartment building. In apartment building, if you see, everything is basically same, and we have introduced two things: response spectrum analysis and time history analysis. This was done in third update. Okay, response spectrum and time history, because we are getting requests for that, we added those things. Then comes the seventh model. In model 7, we have taken a very small example model, and we have done shear walls. Again, this was done in the fourth update which we made right now. So shear walls, we worked on shear walls, and I have shown you how the shear walls are and everything. And then comes the CSI Safe Foundation. I'll do one thing. I'll just open up here. Just a second. If you type ETABS here, you will find my course here. Let me just open this up, and you can see that 9/2021. This is basically this month only the update was made. And let me just come down here. See, shear walls. So we have added three things. One is I'll introduce you to IS 13920/2016 code. Okay, so it's a basically shear wall code only. Okay, there are a lot of conditions, there are a lot of clauses that you need to know before you even attempt to do shear walls. We'll be covering all those things over here. Then we'll be modeling shear walls with example building, and I'll teach you how to do the analysis and design part of the shear walls. Once you wind up with that, again, all this was added in the recent update. Then we do detailing in ETABS 116. I'll show you how to create drawings, okay, out of ETABS, and how to import those drawings from ETABS into, sorry, how to export those drawings from ETABS into your AutoCAD part. Okay, so beam, column, and shear walls will be dealing with that. Then comes the Safe Foundation course. In the Safe Foundation course, as I have mentioned here, uh, where did it go? It's here. Okay, as I have mentioned here, you'll be learning how to import ETABS data into SAFE software. This is very important. How to transfer your data from ETABS to SAFE, and then how to model footings in SAFE, analyze the footings in SAFE, and you'll be working with isolated, eccentric, combined and eccentric, trapezoidal, all this type of footings. All this have been mentioned here clearly. Okay, you'll be doing all this. Plus, last part is detailing part. Here, what I have done is the general feedback that I got from students is that they wanted some reference drawings to work with. Okay, I have provided them up close to 29 downloading resources right now. But the major issue was this. So what I did was I just found out these drawing sheets. Okay, if you open this up, all of them are beam layouts. Okay, as you can see, this is how the reinforcement in beam is basically done. Okay, so I'll be providing you with this drawing sheet. Okay, for beams part. Then comes the columns and shear walls. So you can see here how the columns are done, right from plinth level to whatever the height of the building is there. You can see different columns are rated in different ways. How they are how the values are taken and converted into this type of drawings. It'll be a walkthrough. I have actually explained to you in the course also that this is going to be a walkthrough, because if you sit and start doing it, we have to create a separate course on this altogether. So I'll be explaining you how to take the data and how to manipulate the data in such a way that you get these kind of drawings. All right. So once that is done, there is the data for shear wall also, 0.3L. Okay, shear wall and column have almost a similar type of what can I say, the design process, detailing process, not design, detailing process. So I'll be giving you a walkthrough even on this. 0.3 times of L is, if you take it, you'll be able to get the area of steel, and here you provide the minimum amount of steel. So even this I'll provide to you, and I'll show you how you can manipulate them easily. Just copy, cut, paste commands are there. You can use that and you can do it. So you don't have to do anything from the scratch part. Okay. So this also I'll provide to you. Plus footing, this is very important. Isolated footing, okay, for safe part basically. Isolated footing is there. Then you have got your combined footings. Okay, these are simple combined. This is eccentric combined footing. Okay, then you have got water tank design also here. All right. So all this files will be given to you. So in the future also, if you're working for some client or anything and you want to very quickly give them details, all you have to do is come here, okay? Just just change these values, okay? And just you have to mention it is not to scale. We have spoken about this in the course. If you just open up here, it's a very like 40 minutes, okay? All this is there. Plus there are Excel sheets as well. If I were to show you, see, I'll be providing you with these files. Uh, and Excel sheets are providing you with like rebar calculation, slab, then this one code book. So not a code book. In this, all the type of detailings are there: staircase, column, beam, everything. And then this is the foundation part. I'll be providing you with this as well. And code books, all these code books will be given to you along with SP34 also. Okay. So I'll be and 113 and 20 also. I think it's not here, but those are already updated here. So if you come and see here, you will get something like 17 and a half hours of content, 29 downloadable resources, full lifetime access. So if I make a fifth update, okay, again, it all depends upon your feedback. If you want some more topics to be added, so we'll add those topics here. All right, again, you will get the access for free for those updates. So there is nothing extra charge for you if you invest right now in this course. Plus, if you want to check, you can just come and check the reviews here. It's not like they're fake because some of them have even given three. These were earlier ones before first and second update. Now I'm at fourth update currently. So there are 4 stars also, there are 5 stars also. There are a lot of reviews here. You can come and refer them. Okay. So if you decide to buy the course, it is just a fraction of the amount. And again, 455 is why it is showing it because you know what do you call this? Discount is being run on the Udemy right now. Okay. So for those people who don't get the discount, I'll leave a link in the description or comment section if you're watching this video on YouTube. And definitely, if you just even message me, I can give you a discount coupon code that you can use and buy the course for a fraction of price. All right. So before you spend 10,000 or 15,000 rupees on some CAT course or some training institute, why don't you give a shot to this particular course? See it if it works with you. Have 30 days anyhow money back guarantee on this, so there is no much of a shortfall over there. So if you like the content, basically you can go ahead and give a try because we have tried to include as much as we can, and even in the future if we'll have updates, so that definitely this 17.5 will increase to 2025 also in the future maybe. Okay. So again, I'll be providing you with this Excel this one sheet also. You can even click here, and again, there's a discounted link here. Okay, so even if there is no discount link running on the Udemy, a discount promotion running on Udemy, you can use this link, or you can use the links in the comment section or the description, and you can buy the course at a fraction of the price. Okay, so I hope you have understood the entire approach that we have for this course is basically we will take you from the basics, where you learn how to model a building with using grids. We will come directly to the manual detailing part, where you come back to AutoCAD. Okay, so three softwares are used in this: ETABS, SAFE, and AutoCAD. And this is the basic design process from start to finish. Again, I'm telling you, this is detailing is part. Detailing is what? Just the walkthrough. Okay, I'll be teaching you one beam, one column, and one footing. How do you work with all those things? Footing, because we have got many examples here for footing. Okay, so you don't have to worry. The entire course is dedicated to SAFE completely here. Okay, so if you like the course, okay, you can go ahead and buy this directly from here or from the links. All right. Of course, see you guys in the next class. Thank you.